have a microphone stand now, so I can actually use the microphone I got ages ago. Um, be interesting to find out how it sounds now. But yeah, hello and welcome to the podcast. My name is Gunther. I'm an Icelander, live in Iceland, and this is my podcast called The Project Pal because I have projects and they are in piles, and I chat mostly about yarn, about knitting, about crocheting, what I'm working on, what I'm finished, and what I want to get working on. And yeah, I actually have quite a bit of a setup now. So I feel a bit weird now that I have a microphone, but hopefully that's gonna sound a little bit better. I did notice when I had my depressive episode earlier, what was it, in March, I think? February, March. I started speaking really, I mean, like, the strength of my voice was extremely low, and that's the first and only time so far that I've actually had to fill with the audio. I generally don't. So that was a bit strange. At one time I had to lower the audio line because I kept talking so loudly. So yeah. So I said I've had this microphone for a while, but never used it because I didn't know how to. So I found a microphone stand. So hopefully that's gonna be a good investment. But yeah, this isn't a podcast about technical things because I don't know anything about technical things. I only know about the things that are easy. But I've been working on my spiral blanket with the Ice Yarns Baby Batik. Do you want to guess which skein I'm on? Do you want to guess? This is the last one. This is the fourth one. I've actually managed to work quite a bit on my blanket this week, and that's because I forgot to mention last weekend, because that was the Easter weekend. So I actually had, what was it? It was Thursday, Friday, and a Monday after that. Those were my days off. I actually got an Easter vacation this year, and that's like so cool. And then this Thursday I actually had that one off because that was the first day of summer and in Iceland that is a holiday. Really wish that we did more with that because I mean we are literally celebrating the fact that we have summer again, we have days, we have warmth, and this week has actually been so nice and warm. A little bit like it's early spring in Iceland, so it's got that weirdness. Like today, I woke up around 7 and the temperature was about 0 at that time. It's now 11:30 and I do believe that we are around 10. The temperature just skyrocketed. So that is super nice. I might actually go for a walk today because the weather is just super nice. Like it's actually sunny. I see only blue skies. I don't see any clouds, and the fog that was in here this morning, has left. So honestly, if it keeps being this nice and warm, we are probably going to see the last of the snow way before June, which is gonna be really early. But yeah, I wanted to show you my blanket. Look! I am so proud. Look how big it's gotten. So yeah, I am ridiculously proud of this blanket, and I am really happy with how well it's been going because I mean it's April and I've been trying to work some on my nano project. It's not going well. I mean, at least the very good thing is about with the nano thing in April is a camp, so it's not like it's not the challenge proper, but it's not going as well as I intended. But at the same time, I can't be disappointed because at least I'm working on a story. So still it's still something. On the other hand, this has been going well. And yeah, I can definitely recommend this pattern, the what's it called, Spin Me Round by Catherine Book. I'm gonna write it down in the description box. I am horrible with names. The fact that I do remember that her first name is Catherine, like first off, I'm Icelandic, that is what I'm gonna remember. I'm going to remember your first name. Last name, we don't really use last names in Iceland. I do remember that her name is Catherine, and I can so recommend this pattern. It is so nice. As soon as you got the pattern down and the rhythm, so easy to pick back up. And I'm actually thinking that when I finish this blanket, I really do have I do have other projects that I want to work on, like a sweater that I would really like to have for this summer and stuff like that. But I'm not fussed up really about what I work on next, because I might just flip and do another blanket, because I do have quite a few of these lovely collagens in yarn from Ice Yarns that I've been in love with, but I haven't really had plans for. Like, I literally bought them because they were pretty, and that is a reason for itself, but at the same time I kind of want to use them and work with them and just feel them. And as it stands, how this has turned out with the baby batik in these absolutely gorgeous soft, they're soft from my perspective, they are rather strong actually, the colors, but it's so spring. This can definitely work as a baby blanket, like, in these colors. Yes, you can definitely give it to someone who has a baby, or use it as a throw rug on an armchair or a couch or a sofa. Just throw it over your own bed. But the pattern itself is so nice and so easy, and it's so, like, I want to say different, because I'm not used to seeing round or circular blankets. It's either rectangular or square blankets that I've seen. And the fact that this just turns out so pretty and so nice and so even, I'm kinda in love. Like, I know there's a ton of other projects I want to be working on, but it's always this thing, isn't it? It's like, there's so many things that you want to make, but then you fall in love with a part and you're like, actually, I kind of want to work on this while I have this fire and this passion for it, because the other things, they aren't gonna go away. And at least not in my case, honestly. The fact that things don't just knit and crochet themselves, I just don't understand it. But yeah, I have every intention of, well, maybe not finish it today, because it's a really sunny weather today, and the currently forecast for tomorrow isn't as nice. Like, it's not bad, but they're not forecasting like nice and sunny and clear skies. So I should probably take the opportunity and go for a walk while I have this super nice weather to enjoy. I really should do that. I do have other things to work on as well, like it's the usual housework and little bit of tidying up and finishing the books that I want to read for the other channel. Listen, I picked up this adorable book. It's self-published. It's called Snuck in Iceland. It's written by Victoria Walker, and I literally only picked up because it has Iceland on the title, and I wanted my first themed video on my other channel to be inspired by Iceland, because I'm an egocentric Icelander. And this is a romance novel, and I usually don't read romance. It's just I haven't been able to find my my corner in the romance universe, because Lord knows there are so many themes and just genres within romance. Just haven't found one. So I picked it up purely because it has the title Iceland in the title, and because the cover is about 50% Iceland. The Northern Lights and the snow, yes. Tree line, we wish. The architecture, again, we wish. Don't really have that architecture in Iceland, unfortunately. But then I start reading it, and like straight away I'm like, oh, that's cute, that's cute. And then the main character gets to Iceland, and yes, there is a romance, and it's really cute. But I swear the biggest romance in this book is, it feels more like a love letter to Iceland. I'm not kidding. It's just reading Victoria Walker's description of her experience. Like, see, so a little backstory. She went to Iceland. Does he say when? Well, yeah, she started writing the story after a trip to Iceland for her 40th birthday. So don't know when that was. Doesn't really matter. But her description of her character coming to Iceland is starting off with going to the Blue Lagoon, walking through the snow in Reykjavik when it starts snowing. Her description of eating a hot dog after a swim in Laugardags. I'm like, it's honestly the sweetest love story here is her love letter to Iceland. I'm not kidding. I'm like, this, even apart from the romance itself, which again is so adorable and cute and lovely, and I love it, it's just the descriptions just made me giddy. Just reading her descriptions of her experience, or you know, how she used her experience of coming to Iceland to write her story, or you know, to inform of the story and storyline and what her character goes through and experiences. It's just it adds a totally different layer for me as a local, as a person who has lived in Iceland my entire life. It just, I'm reading 2 romance novels in a single romance novel. Like, I haven't finished it. I'm about a third of the way through, but it's so cute. Kind of like it more than the actual romance novel. But again, this is adorable. So I'm reading that, and honestly, it's been saving my I'm not gonna say it's been saving my sanity, but it has been saving my mood, because I've also been reading another book that is non-fiction, written by another British person called Michael Booth, which he wrote somewhere between 2009 and 2000, and I want to say 11-12, because the book was originally published in the UK in 2014, and the fact that I can actually remember that, I'm impressed. A year ago I would not have been able to memorize anything. Oh, things are good. But his non-fiction book is about Scandinavia. At least he claims it's about Scandinavia. First off, Iceland is not Scandinavian, neither is Finland. Scandinavia is literally the Scandinavian peninsula, which incorporates Norway, Sweden, and Denmark. That is the Scandinavian peninsula. It's literally a geographical fact. when you add in Iceland and Finland, that makes it Nordic. But he kind of addressed it at the start of the book and hand waves it away as he's the author, and therefore it's his decision, and he likes the word Scandinavia better. Which, you know, his book again. It's just, he's wrong. But yeah, the thing I dislike about that book is it feels, well, let's just say that the chapter on Iceland feels phoned in, and I kind of soured my mood. Like, I don't dislike his writing style, but how he did his research in and about Iceland, it kind of makes me wonder about the other segments. Like, I mean, he lives in Denmark, so obviously the segment on Denmark is the longest. The segment on Iceland is the shortest, and he kind of hand waves away the history between Iceland and Denmark. I was probably ramble about this last weekend as well. I'm just realizing that. I did read the chapter on Norway, that was okay, and the chapter on Finland I did finish. And he does admit that Finland is his absolute favorite country in the Nordic region. I'm saying Nordic because I disagree with his usage of the word Scandinavian for Finland and Iceland. And then the last chapter is on Sweden. I'm kind of stalling on reading that one. But yeah, the book is The Almost Nearly Perfect People. And it's disappointingly like, it came out about a decade ago, so it is outdated. But it kind of feels like it was outdated by the time it came out. Oh, my thread. So there's that. But yeah, I'm rambling about those books because I'm crocheting, and I've noticed that when I start talking, when I'm like crocheting or knitting, I just ramble. It's fine. So yeah, almost done with that book. Just need to push on through the Swedish chapter. I love this part. Look, I'm so good with the rhythm here that I can, well, I'm not looking up while doing crochet. I am looking down. But yeah, I so adore this. I'm also thinking, you know, because maybe I mentioned it before, I can't remember, but because the color change is so prevalent and it's so random, and I don't have any control over the color change, I'm pretty certain that is a key point in why I'm having so much fun with this blanket. And that's pretty much I think that's one of the biggest reasons that I really like these variegated yarns, because when you're working with them, like, I like the colors. And like with the my scarf, oh, there it is. I was like, I didn't use it in last week because it's been so warm. But like with this scarf that I've been working on for the past weeks and finished, what, 2 weeks ago, I think, because the color change and how the colors, you know, go together, I don't really have a control over that. And that is what makes it so much fun to work with. And because I have quite a bit of yarn saved up, I could definitely start working on a blanket pretty much straight away when I'm done with this one. And yeah, might do that. Might also use this, I always out of reach and the microphone is kind of in the way, but there is another yarn that I got of ice yarn. I hope that didn't pick that up. My stomach just grumbled. But I have really pretty yarn that I got off of ice yarns either last year or a year before that, and it's a lovely kind of like shiny dusty pink, And I'm actually thinking that it might be really nice in a spiral blanket like this. Okay, I'm hearing a really heavy rumbling. That might be another bee queen buzzing about. But but it's really rather too warm for them to be this high up. Yeah, so yeah, I think I'm gonna try and put my crochet away, probably go get something to eat since my stomach is grumbling, and maybe go take a walk. That would be nice. And yeah, I'm just so happy with my crochet. I'm so happy with how it's turning out. And I'm really happy with, even though it's not really my thing, but this romance novel is really, really cute. I'm really happy. I am really happy that I picked it up, honestly. Even though I only did because it had Iceland in the name or the title. But it's cute. It's so cute. And it really, really is such an antidote to Michael Booth's book, because that one kind of, like, it's not a bad book, it just left me kind of disappointed. I expect more, honestly, because he's a professional. He's a news correspondent. He's been working in like news thingies. I cannot remember which ones. But yeah. So I got that to finish reading books. So I can start on that video for the other channel. Do some housework, go take a walk, try and put my crochet down. It is really addictive though. Like, I literally woke up this morning, rolled out of bed, made my bed, and then sat down and started crocheting. But honestly, can you blame me? I've got about half a skein left. I'm like, I want to finish, but I'm gonna put it down. I'm gonna finish this podcast or this vlog type of thing, and yeah, go do things. So yeah, thank you for watching, and hopefully this mic situation is working. If not, we'll just turn back to what we're used to next time. Okay, so thank you for watching. Take care, and I will see you in the next one. Okay, that was my shoulders if you picked that one up. Okay, take care. Bless.